Hello, gamers. It is me, Costin, and I am here with my beautiful kitty, Treasure. Again, he's really nice. Just saying. Anyways, I someone gave me a video idea on a Discord, and I'm doing it. So, anyways, um, oh yeah. Title. Let me look the script. Oh yeah. So this is a story on Minecraft of how I pretty much just freaking got revenge on someone who blew up my base in Realm. We were friends, so I mean, we're cool. It was just Minecraft. I mean, even though you don't mess around with Minecraft, we're still pretty cool. So, it was like a faction server. It was one of those things where, you attack bases, clans, a bunch of other crap. Me and my friend, I'll call him James, uh, even though the ER. If anyone's watching this video, you probably already know him, but I'm just still gonna call him James. So me and James made a base together. It was a pretty nice base. He made it. We I thought I would say it was pretty nice, but there is another person, the owner of the server. Let's call him Clay. So Clay, I mean, we were cool, but technically we were on different clans, so we were technically, at war. But like, we killed the Ender Dragon together. We did other stuff. It was pretty cool. Like we were cool. We got Elytras. We got a villager farm where we got like efficiency 5. We didn't tell Clay where the villager farm was, but that didn't really matter. We had it and he didn't, and it was pretty cool. So we were like provoking each other, We both had iron armor. Uh, we both had like diamond swords, netherite swords. We had lost them a few times. That doesn't really matter. We eventually got netherite and stuff. We both had netherite. Uh, so we basically knew where each other's base was. The only difference was his base was a bit more hidden, and he didn't really like visitors like at all. And ours, I don't see anyone could come as long as they didn't, mess around or anything. So a little, we were provoking each other, but it was still fine. It was fine and dandy. But I I recently on the realm had found a secret weapon we could use. Harming 2 arrows, you might know them, you might not. But basically, one arrow with a normal bow does 6 hearts of damage with your shield up, and with tree shot on a crossbow, it insta kills with a totem. So I mean, they were just okay. You. It's not like you could put like there was like if you put your shield up, the person had a chance of also dying when they shot them at you because then they would bounce off and they would kill you. But I mean, it's not like you could put piercing on it or anything. But that doesn't matter. Anyways, we found super weapon. It was pretty good. Although you see, Clay, he didn't know about the super weapon, but we did. It was awesome. Like we were gonna use it like just in case he attacked. Even though I'll get to that. So we pretty much knew where our base was, and then after a little while, a few more of our friends joined, and they decided to join his side. And I didn't really like that so much, so I was like, hey, why don't you join our side? And they're like, well, why not? And I was like, well, okay. So, I was like, man, I'm bored. I'm gonna go attack Clay. And James was telling me, you probably shouldn't. But I was like, screw you, James. I'm gonna do it anyways, cause you're a turd, and I'm better than you at Minecraft. That may have not been true then, but it's definitely true now, because I am amazing at Minecraft. I did a 2v1 once, and I won, although I might talk about that later. But, I went to his base. It was a pretty good base. He had a beetroot farm. It wasn't too bad. But I was pretty much planning on just raiding it. But little did I know, he had already moved his base. So, yeah, that was pretty awkward. But, but, I I used I used a lot of maps when I played on that realm. I still do. Now they can be countered. I'm not gonna say that now because it doesn't matter. But I would use a lot of maps. His base was like 8,000 blocks away. It was a pretty long trip in the Nether, but it wasn't too long, I should say. It took like a minute to get there. But I had looked, I was there, and he had invisibility, and I was like, oh crap, this is not good. And I saw on the map he was going to my base, and it's like, oh no, that is not good. So I fought. So I tried to go in the overworld by Elytra, which was a terrible idea. I barely got anywhere. So I went to the Nether, but by then he was already at my base. So I was like, oh no, bro, it's so bad. Pretty much, basically, it sucked. So once I got there, I actually took the the portal that was for the spawn base. My base was like 500 or so blocks away from the spawn base. Uh, and I had gone there. So I went to the spawn base first because I thought he was going to be waiting at another portal or something. So I went there first and I had and I flew over to my base and like I was like, man, he's gonna take everything. And then when I walked in, um, yeah, there was in crystals in my base, and we're still kind of like arguing on this to this day. But somehow those in crystals got broken, and Clay says I shot him with my tree shot crossbow because I saw him in because I saw him like his particle effects because he was invisible. But I'm pretty sure he hit them and then I fired them. But it's whatever. Either way, my base got completely destroyed. He put it right by the storage system, and we pretty much, me and James pretty much lost everything. We didn't lose like our armor, but we lost like all of our ores, pretty much everything. And yeah, I told James about it. He wasn't too happy. I was like, bro, what are we gonna do now? But he had a pretty good idea, and we had found a way. We knew of a path. He made a new base. I already said that, but we knew about a path, and that path because Clay was going to show James where his where his new base was, and I barely followed them, but I basically just knew the tunnel, and we both pretty much knew it. I was like, bro, I know of that tunnel. Let's go now. It was his idea, so we went. I died a few times. It took a lot longer than expected because I died so many times. But eventually, after like, I don't know, literally 4,000 blocks in, it took like 10 minutes in the nether to walk that trail. We found a portal, and we are very suspicious of that portal because I had followed them when I first found out about that portal, and that portal was not there before. So that was pretty suspicious. But so we made a new portal. It's found us like right in the middle of the ocean. We actually found that portal that was originally there. It just said got him, which was kind of dumb. But I was like, man, dang James. I guess. All right, well, I brought a map with me to just in case, like we can follow there. And once I pulled up that map, I saw Clay's teammate on, and I can't tell you how happy I was when I saw that. I was so excited. I literally pretty much screamed, and I was so excited. We were like, "Oh my God, we see him! We're gonna go blow up his base!" And we went there. His friend was online, like farming. We like snuck around a bit, and we surprise attacked them. It was awesome. We broke their beds, and we had a pretty good time. A very good time blowing up their base. It was a huge base. Like, I gotta admit, it was pretty big. Although I'm pretty sure they built it in creative, so it doesn't really count. He's gonna say it does count, but I'm pretty sure most people will agree it didn't count. So we blew it up. It was pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. Jaden, the person was I'm just gonna call him Jaden. He was pretty mad about it. He told him, and you know Clay, being the little I I hate to say this turd that he reset it back an hour to where his base wasn't blown up, but ours were. So I mean, yeah, I was very pissed off because I didn't have my stuff. He had his stuff. So and it's a faction server. So dude, don't be a baby and take and let your stuff be destroyed. So, yeah, he was that type of realm owner. I know, it's very annoying, but I had to deal with it. And I got my stuff back. Some of it, anyways. He repaired my base in creative. So, yeah, he was that type of realm owner. Admin abuse all the way up. All the way up there. Yeah. But we eventually, like, moved out of that base because we knew that that's some freaking BS. And, and we made a new base. It was like 8,000 blocks away. It was a lot better, but and other stuff happened, but I can talk about that another day. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Sorry that the revenge part was pretty short. I kind of overcomplicated everything, but yeah. All right. See ya, gamers.